Hi again. So I forgot why I sat down to do this blog, and then I ended up speaking about another important issue. So here's what I was going to say this morning is recovering from limbic system impairment is almost exactly the same process as recovering from addiction. And I am sure, like 100% sure, that I know what it feels like to be in withdrawal. Instead of having an external chemical like cocaine or heroin or whatever, it's a really deep groove that was in my brain of running on CAN chemistry, which is cortisol, adrenaline, norepinephrine. Um, and CAN chemistry is one way that our brain can be fueled, and it is not the preferred way. It's the fight or flight way. It's the survival way. Basically, if we're running on that chemistry, we're in survival all the time. And the other chemistry that our brain prefers is, of course, dose chemistry, which is dopamine, oxytocin, serotonin, endorphins. And that is mainly, like, you could just like parse it down to that in terms of what my work is right now, is to switch from CAN to dose chemistry, switch from CAN chemistry to dose chemistry, over and over and over again, all day long, in the middle of the night in my bed if I need to, um, first thing when I wake up, last thing I do before I go to sleep, as much as I can. As much as I can, kick the can. And it's um, it's hard because it is literally rewiring. Like it's almost like a coined term now. Oh yeah, I'm doing a rewiring program. I'm repatterning. I'm revamping my brain. But it is so like very physical, anatomical neurophysiology. And when you're right in it, like I am, and when you have to be in it, like I do, because limbic system impairment can actually be life-threatening. Like, because the limbic brain controls and monitors and manages so much of our functioning, like our hormonal functioning, our motor functioning, our emotional, social, our memory, our immune system. I mean, it's the brain, right? It's a huge part of our brain. And because of that, there's so many chronic illnesses that can spill out from limbic system dysfunction. And I got to personally experience that line between that closeness between like my body shutting down and going into like total survival freeze, and I could feel that that was close to that death line. And it's like if my body didn't get up and out of that, that was going to be inevitable. Like I saw that pathway and it was so terrifying. Um, and yeah, so so what I was going to say about this is that even though the dose chemistry is the preferred fuel for our brains, when there's such a habit to survive and to run on adrenaline and to push the body and to push myself, it's like that was my go-to. I knew that to be energy. I knew that to be, inspiration. I knew that to be motivation. I knew that to be momentum. I knew that to be my life. And so the dose chemistry actually like doesn't feel comfortable or familiar, or I can't like hold it for too long or be in it for too long. And it's getting easier and it's getting better. And I know that I prefer it. I know that my brain prefers it, but there's definitely withdrawal. It's a really, really real thing. So it's not just somebody who's, addicted to hard drugs or street drugs or any other like particular whatever, like, addicted to sex or addicted to food or addicted to partying or addicted to whatever different sense pleasures or habits. It can just be like addicted to that neurochemistry, that can chemistry. And wow, I mean, yeah, the withdrawal is real. It's really, really real. And it's really hard.